Hello everyone. Hello Chelsea fans, welcome back to Chelsea News Today updates now. Chelsea suffer huge injury scare as top star sent home from international duty. Enzo Fernández was forced to leave the Argentina camp due to an injury in his right knee, with the Chelsea midfielder now a doubt for the Blues' upcoming matches. Enzo Fernández, the Argentine midfielder, has been forced to leave his national team's camp due to a problem with his right knee, sparking fresh injury worries for Enzo Maresca and Chelsea. The 24-year-old was in action for Argentina during their 1-0 friendly victory over Venezuela early Saturday morning. During his 78-minute stint on the pitch, Fernández made more passes than any other player before being substituted by Alexis Mac Allister. However, Argentina confirmed on Saturday that Fernández has now left the camp and will not be participating in the match against Puerto Rico early on Wednesday morning. The midfielder is set to return to London, where he will undergo an assessment by Chelsea's medical team. In a statement, Argentina announced, "The Chelsea footballer Enzo Fernández has been withdrawn from the tour due to synovitis in his right knee. This development could cause significant concern for Maresca, as Chelsea are scheduled to play Nottingham Forest on Saturday. Following this, the Blues have a match against Ajax in the Champions League on Wednesday, October 22nd, before hosting Sunderland at Stamford Bridge 3 days later. Chelsea currently sit in 7th place in the Premier League, having picked up 11 points from their opening 7 games of the season. They did, however, go into the current international break on a high. Estevao's 95th minute goal saw them come out as 2-1 winners over Premier League champions Liverpool. Fernández has so far started all of Chelsea's Premier League games in the 2025/26 campaign. The only minutes he missed were when he was taken off in the 79th minute of the season opener against Crystal Palace. In his appearances, he has scored 3 times and provided 1 assist. He also wore the captain's armband for the games against West Ham United, Fulham and Brentford. Last month, Maresca outlined the importance of Fernández to his squad. "Enzo can play in different positions for us. He can play as a 6 or as an attacking midfielder," he said. "We have used him in 90% of our games as an attacking midfielder, and I think he is very good in this position. But it depends a little bit on what we think of the game plan. Enzo, for us, is an important player, and we try to use him as much as we can. The reason why he can have good or bad moments is because of the number of games. For any player, it's impossible to think that you can play 45 games, or the 64 games we played last season, all at the same level. It's normal that you drop in some games, but we are very happy with Enzo." Chelsea have been hit with another worrying injury setback after star midfielder Enzo Fernández was forced to withdraw from Argentina's national team camp due to a right knee injury. The 23-year-old has now returned to London for further assessment, casting serious doubt over his availability for the Blues' upcoming fixtures. Reports from Argentina on Friday confirmed that Fernández had been sent home from Lionel Scaloni's squad ahead of their World Cup qualifying matches. The national team's medical staff reportedly detected discomfort and swelling in the midfielder's right knee during training, prompting an immediate decision to rest him and avoid aggravating the problem. This setback comes at a particularly challenging time for Chelsea manager Enzo Maresca, who has already been juggling several fitness issues across his squad this season. Fernández has been one of the team's most consistent performers under Maresca, providing both creative spark and tactical balance in midfield. If the Argentine star is sidelined for any period of time, it could leave a noticeable void in Chelsea's setup, especially with Moises Caicedo and André Santos also having recently faced fitness concerns. Fernández's ability to dictate tempo, control transitions, and link play between defence and attack makes him an irreplaceable figure in Maresca's system. The Blues are scheduled to face Nottingham Forest in the Premier League next weekend before turning their attention back to European competition. Losing Fernández for even a short period could force Maresca to rethink his midfield trio, potentially bringing Conor Gallagher, Romeo Lavia, or Carney Chukwuemeka into more prominent roles. Fernández's knock only adds to Chelsea's mounting injury list this season. The club have already seen a string of key players sidelined, including Christopher Nkunku, Reece James, Wesley Fofana, and Marc Cucurella at various stages. While there has been some good news, With Fofana and Lavia recently returning to full training, the potential loss of Fernández could offset that progress. Maresca will now be hoping the issue is minor and that Enzo can recover swiftly to avoid disrupting the team's growing rhythm after a solid run of performances before the international break. Fernández is expected to undergo medical scans and assessments at Cobham over the weekend. Chelsea's medical department will then decide whether he requires rest, rehabilitation, or a short recovery program before returning to full training. If the injury proves to be only mild discomfort or inflammation, he could still feature against Nottingham Forest. However, if any ligament or cartilage concern is detected, he may face a longer spell on the sidelines, something Chelsea will be desperate to avoid given his importance in both domestic and European campaigns. For now, the club will take a cautious approach as they await clarity on his condition. With the season still young and fixtures coming thick and fast, managing player fitness has become one of Maresca's biggest challenges at Stamford Bridge. Stay tuned here breaks down Chelsea's incoming transfers, transfer rumours and latest updates. Thanks for watching. Make subscribe for more.